Action!
Oh, I didn't see you there. We're recording? Okay, I'll get dressed. Hi everyone, it's Liv, and thank you for tuning into another episode of Waking Up with WeddingWire. So you just said yes. You are probably thrilled about all the awesome maid of honor duties, like attending wedding dress appointments, throwing an epic batch party, and we cannot forget delivering the best maid of honor speech during the wedding weekend. I was the maid of honor in my older sister's wedding, and if I do say so myself, I gave a pretty amazing speech. So I'm here to go over some do's and don'ts when it comes to writing and delivering the best maid of honor speech that's ever been told. Give yourself enough time when it comes to writing your speech. I would say start at least 3 weeks to a month before the wedding. This may seem like a lot of time to write a short maid of honor speech, but the longer you wait to start, the more stressed you'll become. Choose a time when you are feeling inspired by your friendship with the couple. Also, what helped me was practicing free writing. I grabbed a pen and my journal and started unleashing all my thoughts and anecdotes about the couple. Then, I was able to take all of these feelings and memories and create a cohesive speech. Now it's time to get creative and get sentimental. And don't be afraid to be funny. Talk about how you met the bride, or how about the time when you knew you were going to be friends forever. Although I constantly hear stories that when Emily met me in the hospital after I was born, she asked my parents if they could return me. The wedding is all about celebrating the couple, so it's a nice transition from talking about you and the bride into talking about the bride and her partner. I was leaving a Facebook video on my sister's wall. Remember when we used to do that? Ugh, blast from the past. And I was talking throughout this video, and then I noticed that her relationship status changed. I quickly responded in disbelief because I had no idea who this guy was. After our first face-to-face interaction, this stranger quickly became the best big brother I never had. Remember to talk about the two of them as a couple. For example, maybe you were the bride's roommate when they had their first date and you witnessed her giddy pre-date nerves beforehand. Or reliving the memories from the couple's trip you took to the beach. For me, I mentioned all the times I third-wheeled their ice cream dates every Sunday. Plus, mentioning the happy couple shows your support for the relationship. Although people would have loved to hear me talk all night, it's important to remember that a maid of honor speech should only be about 2 to 3 minutes long. This way, the guests will be entertained, but it won't take them away from the dance floor or open bar. Which brings me to my next do. Do end with a toast. You can add a few words like, now let's all raise a glass to the newlyweds, or to a long and happy life. Now that we know what to do, here are some don'ts when writing your maid of honor speech. It should go without saying, but exes or drunken debauchery should not be included in a maid of honor speech. Save those stories for the batch party. Rule of thumb, don't talk about anything the bride wouldn't want her grandmother hearing. Don't mention anything that potentially can cause tension. For example, the current divorce rate. Even jokingly, it will not be received well. You might think a few cocktails will help calm your nerves, but it's best to wait to drink until after the maid of honor speech. After that, all bets are off. I know I took advantage of that open bar, but not until most of my maid of honor duties were done. Don't feel pressure to be anything but yourself. Your speech doesn't have to be a stand-up comedy routine. It can be nostalgic, sweet, or whatever is most natural to you. After all, your bestie may not remember the exact words you said during your maid of honor speech, but she'll remember the care and love behind it. Don't forget to practice. Be sure to rehearse your speech in advance, whether it's in front of a mirror, your dog, family member, or friend. You can even time yourself to make sure the speech is an appropriate length. There you have it, my do's and don'ts of writing and delivering a maid of honor speech. I hope my future maid of honor is watching this because these duties should not be taken lightly. But luckily for them, they have years to prepare. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more episodes of Waking Up with WeddingWire. I'll see you next time. Bye.